Hiya, how are you all doing? I've got some bad news for you. All of you are mutants. Now, no, don't worry, so am I. It's not just something we put in the water here. Mutation is a part of us. It's who we are. It's the reason he has blonde hair. It's the reason I have blue eyes. It's the reason Tig there is quite so handsome. But what is mutation? I mean, when we say mutation, are we talking about Cyclops? Are we talking about the Hunchback of Notre Dame there? You absolutely can't see. Mutation is interesting. Your cells, all of them contain DNA. DNA is like the instruction manual that tells your cells what to do and how. And it's made up of these combinations of letters called nucleotides, or bases. And there's about 3 billion of them that make up your DNA. Now, every time one of your cells divides, and there's about 30 trillion cells in the average body, every single one of those cells every single one of those bases needs to be replicated perfectly, which is tough. Your cells are really good at this. And even if they do make mistakes, there are these really good spell checks, but sometimes errors do slip through. And that's what we call a mutation. And there's some other chemicals. Where am I pointing this? There you go. There are some other chemicals and forms of radiation like UV that can mess up your DNA and cause cancer and things. But no matter what the news tells you, don't worry, eating a sausage won't give you cancer. But there we go. No. There we go. No, he's gone. He's back. He's nearly. There we go. So what am I on about with Cyclops and the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Well, your body is complicated, to say the least. It's made up of 33 trillion cells, each of which has 3 billion bases, encoding about 30,000 genes. So it's evolved this way, and it's evolved to like the way it is. And that means that if a mutation occurs, you are far more likely to wind up with a hunchback situation than a Cyclops, because if you take a clock and just mess with one of the cogs at random, what are the chances you're going to make the clock work better? There he is again. I don't know why he's there. So, enter eugenics. What if we could select for the genes and traits that would benefit humanity and bring them forward as a species? Well, I mean, we've been doing that to animals and plants for thousands of years in breeding, but the concept when applied to humans is called eugenics. Eugenics has existed for, thousands of years, but the actual word is only about a century and a half old. And the thought was that we could use selective breeding to make humans better, stronger, faster, to get laser eyes. So what's the problem with that? I mean, it was very popular in Nazi Germany, but even in the US, they were doing it legally up until the 70s. So why did they stop? Well, there's a couple of problems with that. There's three. The first one is, eugenics is looking to select for the best person, but who decides what's best? I mean, do you put it in the hands of the government? We don't trust them to control our water. Do we really want them to make the perfect baby? It's an ethical minefield. The second issue is one of practicality. I mean, as I said, humans are complicated. We spent the last 200 years studying intelligence, and all we've been able to figure out is that IQ doesn't really explain it well. One of the few genes that actually, mutations in which can cause an increase in IQ, called RIMS1, sends you blind over time. We are so far from actually being able to appreciably breed people, especially when we can't, just breed people as experiments yet. And the third problem is, well, if everyone's the same, that's actually not a good thing, besides the fact that it would be really, really boring. The human immune system is designed to mix itself up with every new birth. And if you make everyone the same, if everyone has the same vulnerabilities and resistances, if a new killer virus comes knocking around, like with ash trees dying out, you'll get massive, you could suddenly wind up facing massive extinction because we don't have this diversity. So at the end of the day, you really just have to say, screw eugenics. We're all different, and us all being different is a good thing. So embrace your differences, embrace your hunchback, embrace your laser eyes, and yeah, be unique. Thank you.